This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53 time for the morning sprint, getting your day started with the news you need.
Destiny Richards is live helping kick off Inlander Restaurant Week.
And Mark has details of a weather alert day because of those dangerous wind chill temperatures.
But first, a 15-year-old was killed in an accidental shooting in Reardon. Let's get right to Sydney Charles with the latest.
Police said 5 15 to 17-year-old boys were hanging out in a basement and one of them had a gun. At one point, the gun accidentally went off, shooting and killing a 15-year-old. And new this morning, police searched the home where the shooting happened and found the gun they believe was used in that shooting. A 16-year-old boy is now in custody. All 5 boys went to Reardon High School. You can read this full story right now on our website at KXLY.com.
Spokane police say they are working to charge a man in a shooting that happened in the Garland district a few weekends ago. Detectives say it happened here on Kieran Avenue near Garland and Cedar. One person was shot several times about 2:30 on the morning of February 11th. He was taken to the hospital and is recovering. Police say they are still investigating why the shooting happened. Anyone with information about this is urged to call Crime Check at that number.
Tragedy in Central Florida, where sheriff's deputies say 3 people were killed in a shooting spree, including a 9-year-old girl and a TV journalist covering one of the initial shootings. 19-year-old Keith Melvin Moses was arrested and charged with the killings. Authorities say Moses has a lengthy criminal history that includes aggravated battery, assault with a deadly weapon, and gun charges.
North Idaho College could soon be no more. The school board fired its own president in 2021 and is now at risk of losing accreditation. Last night, the same board held a meeting to hear what the public had to say. Some people said board leaders should resign. Others said they all need to work together to save the school. The college has until the end of March to create a 7-year plan to regain accreditation.
As we look at our first alert weather, we do have an alert day because of the wind chills and the cold temperatures. That's Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and that's the entire region all day today. Right now it's 6 degrees. With the current winds, it's 12 below when it comes to the wind chill and how it affects your skin. Our highs today are only going to be 17 degrees. It's going to be 13 into Coeur d'Alene, Colville at 15 degrees. But we look at those temperatures attached with the winds, and you see the wind chill in pink. It doesn't get above 0, and that is very cold.
Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward had announced that the city formalized a partnership with Catholic Charities to pursue a new permanent shelter campus that would relocate the House of Charity out of downtown. But nearly 10 months later, there's been no development to that plan. Apparently, neither the city nor Catholic Charities have been able to lock in on a 3-acre site that can house up to 150 people. Right now, it is unclear how much longer it might take before they finally find one. You can read our full story about this on KXLY.com.
Camp Hope continues to make progress in transitioning campers into new forms of shelter and housing. Now the Department of Transportation is offering a new program to help them get jobs. The new program starts next week. It's called the Pre-Employment Preparation Program, or PEP. It's a 4-week pre-apprentice course that guides people through in-class education and hands-on training. Graduates earn certificates in OSHA, first aid and CPR with an AED, traffic control flagging, and forklift qualification credential. This opens the door to interviews and apprenticeships and immediate work in traffic control.
Terrifying moments for students and staff at Lake City High School in Coeur d'Alene. Someone called in saying there was a shooter on campus. Police swarmed the school and found it was a hoax. False reports like this were also made at 3 schools in the Boundary County School District. The schools in Bonners Ferry were put on lockdown. Law enforcement says those threats were not credible. You can read about all the threats made to Idaho schools. There were more. That's on KXLY.com.
And it's been a delicious morning talking about Inlander Restaurant Week here at Scratch Restaurant and Rain Lounge. They have a 3-course menu that is going to be so yummy starting today through March 4th, as well as many other restaurants across the Inland Northwest. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for a link to the full event guide where you can see all the different menus and pick out your places.
Tensions between Russia and the West are escalating a day before the 1-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. In an exclusive interview with ABC's David Muir, President Biden called Russian President Vladimir Putin's decision to pull out of a key nuclear arms treaty with the U.S. a big mistake. You can see more of that exclusive interview coming up on GMA that is starting in about 2.5 minutes. We will have a final check of your weather with Mark Peterson to tell you how long these sub-zero wind chills are going to last. Don't go away. We'll have more after this.